Now look.
You, man. What the is that? What? All right. So people have been asking me to watch this for a few days now. I didn't want to watch it till it was at least a few days old. Now I'm really far behind because it's 6 days old now. And yeah, because I took a couple days off and then shit happened and it is what it is. All right, so this is the new Sue video. Black Desert Online PvP, but Sue took over Hollywood. Oh my God, it's so loud. You're so stupid. Look at that. Who does that, bro? That's from The Walking Dead. Oh, it looks like it's... Oh my God. Well, why would that be the case? It couldn't possibly be because you're a red player and you've been using EU guild bosses to intentionally grief people when they say, hey, we're doing our guild bosses on Balanos 6. Sue's like, are you? Okay, yeah, of course they're gonna ban you, idiot. What?
Come on, you gotta get up. You gotta get up. Come on. We have to go.
This is so dumb. This is so stupid. I want to be clear. I love how you're the Avengers here. Do you realize you're on the wrong side? You're not like you're the guy that just dropped down through the class. Okay, the people being griefed are the ones that like with their backs against the wall like this. True heroes try to do guild bosses. Oh, for sake, you are definitely not a girl. Okay, Sue has a penis. Stop it. Stop. You're trolling. Why can't I do a Sue emote? I don't know. Do we not have the 7TV Sue emote? Mods, fix it. You are not Captain America, you idiot. How the f did I know that you guys are just hard griefing guild boss? You are so dumb. You're such an idiot. No wonder they banned you, you fucking idiot. Okay, that's still impressive. Okay, all right, that's... Okay, normally people still do their guild bosses on their mains, so that's actually still impressive. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with it. All right, I'm gonna have to move because they keep putting all this shit down here at the bottom. Killing ults, GG. I don't think that... I mean, typically, I do guild bosses on my main. Like, I don't know about you guys, but normally I do it on my main.
Ich habe so viel Damage gekriegt. Was ist denn das? Ach. Die Dingsgilde.
I'm so glad that these freaks are on EU and not NA. Holy bro, I'm not dealing with it. Bro, like, because you know, every time Reassembled would go do guild buds, like every time. I said not yet. I'm gonna be honest with you. If this dude gets 760 gear score on NA and shows up to our guild bosses and somehow kills us all, I wouldn't even be mad about that. Because, like, honestly, who won at the end of the game? The guy that got like 10 seconds of satisfaction griefing a guild boss, or the guy that lost like thousands of hours of his life grinding to 760 gear? Who really won that exchange? I won the war. He won the battle. I won that war already. It doesn't even matter.
Stop.
You're gonna love this video? Well, I'm not in this video, so.
Jetzt sag aber nicht, dass wir die 3 Leute nicht tot kriegen. Wow, wie viele Leute?
Let's be honest. I know I'm in this video somewhere. There's no way he asked me to watch it and he didn't put me in the video. There's no shot that he didn't put me in the video. I'm intentionally not looking at the timestamp. Who are these 5? Oh no.
Superhero landing. I'm gonna do a superhero landing. Wait for it.
Okay, all right. Deadpool. I'm a sucker for Deadpool. That's my favorite. That's my favorite superhero. That's all right. Okay, all right, yeah. You could be Deadpool. That's fine.
Landing.
So hard on the knees. Oh my god. What was that? Hold up. Wait, I'm sorry. What was that? Due to recent incidents, new regulations are currently being prepared. These will include a specific section addressing red players, sniping, and any form of disruption during guild bosses. Stricter penalties will be enforced under the updated rules. These changes will take immediate effect, and the most severe violations will be dealt with promptly. The full list of new rules will be published soon. Okay, you sound like a loser. I'm going to be honest. You sound like a loser, but I'll be honest with you. Based on your profile picture, that checks out. Like, dude, I agree with them banning them for like the red players from the guild Discord. Obviously, you do that. That's not even a question. But to make a big announcement saying we're gonna crack down on these horrible illegal immigrants in our country, like, bro, chill.
Safe. Ich war noch nie so schnell in einer Stadt wie jetzt.
How did you find that clip? Bro, true, I am in my apartment with my hair. I'll be honest with you. It was impressive that he found that. Actually impressive. I'm in my apartment. Yeah, like... Bro, this guy went digging. It's not like that. Stop! Yo, chill! What? Yo, what the fuck? Chill out! What the hell? Bro, someone was picking my ear! God! I went... Oh, God. Okay, all right. So this clip, okay, all right. So like, let me explain. All right, okay. So I used to be a lot bigger. Okay, number one. Number two, there's some backstory to this clip that makes it even better. Okay, are you ready for the old Blue Squadron lore? This is actually one of my favorite clips that I am most proud of all time. Okay, so. So back in the day, I used to run a guild called... I'm going to give you the TLDR. I used to run a guild called Dismantled. Okay. And about a few months into Dismantled's history, like 5 or 6 months into Dismantled's history, my core 20 players thought, we can do it better. We're better than you. We can shit all over you. We make you. We make your guild. And they said, F you. And they all left and went and made a guild called Null. Okay. And I rebuilt Dismantled. Okay, and they were stronger up front because they took all my best players and went to a different guild. And they were stronger up front. And then I rebuilt the whole guild. And a month later, we 1v1.
RushG just resubscribed for 9 months. Digging indeed.
And I beat them. And this was my response. This is one of my first streams, by the way. This is ancient. This is like I streamed the 1v1 and it went so hard. The clips from this, oh my god. You're trash! You are such trash! Holy shit! Okay, nothing but good fights in chat. Nothing but good fights in chat. Oh my god, bro. So good. Anyway, this is my initial response when they were in the stream with me. Oh, I stand by.
He's fat. Now look.
You, man. What the is that? What? I stand by every word. I want to be clear. I think that particular clip actually came from the Dismantled recap video where I was talking about the fact that I beat Null. I don't think that happened that night. That happened when I was talking about it. It's actually, I think it's one of the first videos on my YouTube channel. Like, I wasn't even doing YouTube at the time. I just uploaded it to YouTube just to like have a channel. But like, it was like one of the first uploads on my YouTube channel. I think it's still there. Oh, Dismantled 1 year anniversary stream. There it is. Yeah, see, this is ancient. Oh my God, that's my old starting soon screen. Holy, I'm so... Yeah, it should be in here. Look how old this is.
I'm on about Dismantled a lot, but we still here, bitch.
That didn't age well. Anyway.
I'm warning you, I'm not alone.
Wade Winston Wilson.
Hey, go hi. Come up and hit us. Druid.
Come out.
Our ass is right. Our ass.
So I'm just gonna, okay. So like a lot of you guys don't, okay. So the reason that a lot of people want to see me return to large scale PvP is clips like this. I used to do shit like this all the time when I was involved in PvP and BDO, like large scale PvP and BDO. Okay, so I was really upset that we had lost a fight because Family, you guys know Family? So Family used to have a guy named Druid in it, and God bless his heart, Druid is... So Druid just had no idea how to macro in a fight at all. And so he got distracted fighting this other guild. I kept telling him, hit the forward guild with me. Hit the forward guild with me. All I need you to do is hit the forward guild with me. Just stay on the forward guild. And they kept just going to this other guild. I forget what guild it was. They kept just going to a different base the whole time, and it cost us the whole siege. So this clip is me literally just expressing that.
Not alone.
Wade Winston Wilson.
Hey, go hi. Come up and hit us.
This is the other guild distracting Druid to make him go over there. That was my impression of the other guild distracting Druid.
Druid.
Come
Our
out.
ass is right. Our ass is so right. Come get that ass.
Rhymes to this. Come out.
Okay, the fact that he put this over the top of Deadpool is peak cinema. I'll be honest with you. Absolutely peak
Caught
cinema.
in 4K, hella Seuss, couldn't be me.
Last chance. Throw out your weapon.
You didn't see the sniff go back? What? There was a sniff.
This is so right. Come get that ass.
Rhymes to this. Come out.
He didn't sniff it. He just threw it.
by day player.
Last chance. Throw out your weapons and come out peacefully.
I'm not gonna give you my weapons, but I promise not to use them. There are 206 bones in the human body. 207 if I'm watching Gossip Girl. Here we go.
I love Deadpool.
Maximum effort.
What the? Okay, Hunt. Why, dude? What's wrong with your brain? I did nothing to you. See, you're so dumb. They think you're broke, and all they say is sue repeatedly. Why are you doing this? I see you first time today, and you just decide to kill me for no reason. Sue. Can you just off at least and let me switch channels? Okay, I'm writing to support. Just let me swap servers. I know you're a jobless guy in your mom's basement not paying any rent. They cut it off, but the response... A Sork's entire premise as a class is to find as many enemies as possible, jump into the middle of them, and try to get as big of a CC and then Grim Reaper's Judgment as you can. Hey, GRJ? GRJ, the next skill he's going to use, GRJ. Grim Reaper's Judgment. I love being right. I love it. That's it. You're trying to, how far can I 1vx? Huh? Yeah, you should just run away. All you do is run away. You don't fight the Sork. You lose. You're so dumb. This edit is actually so good. Hold on. I hope you will die in cancer this year. Kill, if this makes you happy, bravo. I will make you report. Maybe you will get banned, and maybe you will learn English. Bag Hong. Honestly, I think, like, if we're being honest here, I actually think that the only thing holding, like, Bag Hong is actually kind of gaming, because the fact that he doesn't know how to actually type in English might save him from being banned. You know? W. What? Suck my balls, bitch. There's nothing more worthy of doing in your life. It's a pity that you were born. Hey, suck my balls, a guy in. I believe you like it. I would just respond with, I do. Bro, hit him with the gauge, bro. Go deeper. You know what I mean? Like, just because the moment that they realize that they're not getting to you, it makes them even madder. People that bitch about Sork being OP don't understand how to play against Sork. You just, what are you? Why? So all you do when you're playing against Sork, if you don't want to run away, feed, it's, yeah, base. Yep, I'm right. I hope. Wait. I hope your mother and father bleed in a car accident. You're trash, no lifer, 13-year-old kid that you appear, bro. Are you listening to what you're saying to yourself? Trash, no life, 13-year-old kid. You're losing to a 13-year-old kid on an iPad. What does that say about you? You know what I'm saying? And your kid never feel the love of a woman and transform into gay. Well, I would hope not at 13 years of age. Jesus, bro, what are we talking about? Like, seriously, you can just run away and she literally can't do anything. Can you just off at least and let me switch channels? Okay, I'm writing the support. Just let me swap. Sorry, okay, we already read this. You were born in incest? Question mark? Or what? Your dad you in ass? Stupid incest dog. I'll be honest. I'm gonna be real. If I was a red player, I wouldn't even report these people. I wouldn't even report these people because, you know, it's just cinema. This is what you live for. You're giving, guys, when you react this way to somebody killing you, this is what they want. They want you to say some unhinged shit because that way they know that they're getting in your head. What they don't want is for you to not say anything and swap servers. They want you to sit there and try to chat PvP because you cannot win at chat PvP. Bro, the slowest reaction time of all time right there. They tell me that Sork has stamina issues, but every good Sork that I've ever seen just sits at basically no stamina and then never has stamina issues ever again. True, nerf it! Fuck that class, man! The only way to get around it, is to unironically run. That is it. You just run away. Because the bitch runs on an asthma inhaler. It now occurs to me that the reason that there are Sorks that are really good on EU, or that like frag out on EU, is because on NA, we do know how to deal with Sorks. We just run away from them and they can't catch up. But on EU, they can never run from a fight because of their pride. And so they stand and die like pussies. And then they think that Sork is OP. Makes sense now. Hi, sir. NMSL, National Maximum Speed Law. You're so dumb. I hate that he used DMCA music in the video. It's upsetting. What did that rat just tell him to do? Go bully a streamer, not me. I hope you get chat restricted, you little pussy bitch. I hope they grief the out of the next 10 guild bosses. God is my witness. God is my witness. I hope that you understand. You little rat. You're such a little rat. Holy shit, bro. The message at the top is crazy. Oh my God. Get cancer? He replies with love you too. Your mom's on chemo as well. You should probably check on her. Okay, guys. So when you talk about people's families and shit on the internet, first of all, it just shows that you have absolutely no creativity at all in how you're making fun of someone. But you should really be careful about when you attack somebody's personal life like this. Okay. You gotta be... there's a lot of people with cancer. There's a lot of people with cancer. And I understand that you're mad at the time because he's killing you in a video game and your like weak mental status can't handle that. But like if you just step away for a second and think about it as a human being, it's probably not an appropriate thing to say to somebody. I'd honestly rather have somebody call me a slur. I'm sorry for what you're, because then they're at least directing it at me. You know what I mean? I'm sorry for what your parents did to you. It's clear that it all stemmed from there. Okay, this is fine. This is an acceptable statement. You know what I mean? Open-ended. Open-ended. This is completely unacceptable. So unreasonable. Oh my God. Why do you have the Valium music playing, you fucking... Rip him out nice away. He's running in slow motion back to the storage keeper, dude. And the guy that killed your mount's waving a flag right next to you. Absolute cinema. Oh no, dude. Oh, you just hate to see that.
I bought this because I thought of you.
What an asshole.
You invited him to the guild?
Yeah.
Weren't you harassing this guy in the previous video?
True.
Friends close, enemies closer, crazy people the closest.
True. In North America, he would have joined Kinsworn Hunters. I'm just kidding. Joke. But that being said, I've been killed by a lot of guilds. I've been killed by a lot of guilds. I've never thought to myself, damn, I want to join that guild because they killed me that many times. And I've been hunted by a lot of guilds.
Ach so. Jawohl.
Bro's on his way to guild boss. Stop! Stop it!
Come and get your love.
You're so dumb. You're so stupid. You're so dumb.
So he's an idiot.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're so dumb. He's pissed. I have a foolproof strategy for dealing with terrorists like this that try to hunt me server to server to kill me repeatedly. I just swap to EU. Or I go play a different game. Or I go react to stuff. I just do something different. It's like, okay, I'll just do something else. He's gonna die to bleed. Bro, it was so obvious he was gonna block jump you there. It was so. What do you think? This is warrior brain. You deserve to die. You deserve to die to this. This warrior brain. I'm gonna stand in frontal guarded super armor. This is my safe space. No one can hurt me here. This is totally balanced and reasonable, and it'll be okay. What the f do you think he's gonna? Well, let's see. He can only hit me in the back. So, how is he gonna get behind me? Ooh, it's a head scratcher. It's almost like, yep, there's the block dip. Yep. He deserved that. That's crazy. There's no way you use this. You're an idiot. You're... The ding sound is crazy. Okay, the ding sound was really good at it. That was. Okay, everybody needs to start checking rooftops.
Ja, Skulls, der ist gerade von mir. Digga, was geht hier ab?
What do you think is going on, man? How are you all this AFK? What are you doing?
I'm swinging big dick energy. Yeah, my shotty's got them. My money and my bitch. That's a check. My mama dad a crib could retire.
Sue better be careful. I'll be honest with you. If Jaehee Kim or even Wansu sees this, they're gonna nerf Karma again. They're gonna make it so that when you're red, you don't just lose crystals automatically. You're also just gonna have your gear downgrade when you die. I guarantee you, if they see this, they're gonna take even more dramatic measures. They hate watching people have fun when they're red. They hate this. Like straight up, they hate content like this. That already happens? No, you don't understand. No, sweetie pumpkin. No, sweetie. You only lose gear when you're out of crystals. I mean, the moment that you turn red, even if you have all crystals in your gear and you die in PvP, all your gear goes away. All your gear downgrades. You think that already happens? They could downgrade. They could make it so that the gear is guaranteed to downgrade if you die in PvP no matter what. And they could make it so that every single piece of gear in your inventory downgrades. I'm not joking. You think that that's harsh? Tell me that they haven't taken harsher steps in the past. I will guarantee you, if they see red players having fun, killing people at guild bosses, if they see this, they're going to be like, okay, we need to nerf this at guild bosses. So we're going to make either guild bosses are going to be safe zones, or they're going to come down hard on Karma again. Carl forgot crystals. Exactly. That's why Carl gear downgraded. Stop giving them ideas, homie. They don't need ideas in order to nerf PvP. They're really good at that. They've already got great ideas for that. I can't give them better ideas for that. Yo, Mods, can we get a shout out for Aeon Janice? I love him. He's sitting in the chat.
Save doesn't count. Save doesn't.
I thought what? I thought that Stir was in Sue. I thought that he was in Sue. Did he leave?
Digga, das ist gerade ekelhaft. Das ist gerade ekelhaft.
Oh, he was murking. Okay. Parkour! I know this. Yep. Parkour! Parkour! You're so stupid.
Extreme!
Parkour! This is parkour.
Parkour.
Internet sensation of 2004. And it was in one of the Bond films. It's pretty impressive. The goal
is to get from point A to point B as creatively as possible.
So technically
They are doing parkour. Point A is delusion and point B is the hospital.
Here it is. Truck to refrigerators to dumpster.
Gainer.
360 spin onto the palace, backflip gainer into the trash can.
Yeah. Backflip gainer into the trash can.
I'm right behind you, Andy. Come on. Yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't wear a white shirt today, bro. I'm so glad. That's not me. That's not me. You. You. It's not me. I did not wear a white shirt today. Thank God. Thank God. Bro, they were hoping to God in heaven that I was wearing a white shirt today. They were hoping to God in heaven. Too bad you're idiots. And you didn't buy the Lookin' Frosh outfit for your Berserker. And so you couldn't try to catch me. Same shirt just died. Nope, it's not the same shirt. The fact that this... That's a nice mug. That's a nice thermos, too. Look how nice that thermos is. This guy had this custom printed. What an idiot.
Same shirt.
Okay, buddy, it's not though. It's not the same shirt though. You almost... Damn, bro, I legit, I picked up my white shirt today. I straight up...
we lost. All of us.
Bro, this is what I was telling you.
We lost friends. We lost family.
And it's gonna get worse. Why is what is he walking toward?
We lost a part of ourselves. Today we have a chance to take it all back.
PvP died because of these people. Wait. Literally the only thing that keeps the crowd that normally falls over themselves for these features away from the game is the fact that sweaty PvP tards play this game. And even if that's changed in the last several years since I put any serious time into the game, that the ship has already sailed. If you can't capitalize on a potential demographic pretty soon after your game launches, that's that. This game would have been wildly successful on a completely different scale if the original focus had been PvE content. No, this is not the reason. Okay, I want to be clear. This is a... Okay, I love this video. This is a factually incorrect statement. You're blaming the wrong people here. You're blaming the wrong people. The only reason... Okay, so you're saying that you believe that the people that like want a PvE focus killed PvP. No, not at all. I do believe that they can coexist in a reasonable manner. Number one. Number two, even if the game had been PvE focused... there should have been still... Again, the game was always going to draw PvP content by nature of it having incredibly good combat. Because the combat was super high level, it was going to draw a lot of sweaty people that want to, like, giga sweat on that combat, and they want to PvP each other. But again, the only people... Chat, let's see if you know. Who are the only people that can kill PvP in BDO? Who is it? Is it me? Is it Fake Uni? Is it Choice? Is it PvE players? It's the developers. That's right. It's the developers. It's Perlibus. The only people that can physically make changes to the game, guys, are the developers. And since the developers, as we already know, don't listen to literally anyone but themselves, they are the ones that can change PvP, okay? So if PvP is dead, it is Perlibus's fault. Not this guy's, not the PvEers, not the people that really wanted the deck changes in the first place, not the life skillers. It's the developers. Okay? It's the goddamn devs who looked at these Lost Ark players and they wrongly attributed, again, they saw this really big spike in players when Land of the Morning Light came out. And what the developers saw was, oh my god, we spent so much time on making up our Korean homeland in our game, and look how much people appreciated that work. It was such a good expansion. The reality of the situation was the reason that the expansion was so popular had nothing to do with how good the expansion was and everything to do with the three bozos over in Lost Ark having a complete mental meltdown. Okay, so the reason the game spiked so hard was not because Land of the Morning Light Part 1 was particularly absolutely incredible. It was because Lost Ark, we came out with an expansion at the same time that Lost Ark was having a complete meltdown, and a lot of their streamers and players came over to play BDO because it was the next closest thing. Those players were never going to stick with the game long term. Those players, maybe some of them were, right? Some of them probably are still with us. But the vast majority, over 80 to 90% of those players, were inevitably not going to stick with BDO in the first place. What the developers inevitably, like, wrongly attributed was they were like, our hard work, the reason this declined, and the devs saw the decline, and they said, wait, we lost all of our players? Why? And some Lost Ark streamer said, oh, well, I'm not going to play your game anymore because I've been bullied in PvP. And the developers were like, PvPers. Like, they looked at PvPers like they had basically destroyed all of the developers' hard work. Like, they had driven tens of thousands of players away from the game, when the reality of the situation is all of those players were going to leave the game anyway. And they actually loved the game. They loved the fact that there was PvP in the game. Okay. We don't claim canon. I'm not talking about canon. I want to be clear. I am not talking about canon. I'm talking about Korean Lost Ark streamers that came over, not canon. Canon, I would consider he is Korean, but he played on the NA server and he speaks English in his chat. I'm talking about like the Korean speaking Korean streamers that played Lost Ark literally said, like they banded together and they were like, yeah, we're quitting this game. We're going back to Lost Ark because we're just being bullied too much in PvP. We just get bullied in PvP, which obviously was a cop-out response. Like, seriously, like, obviously this was a cop-out response. That's why you saw the one-sided deck changes happen first in Korea, and then they came to North America, okay? It had nothing to do with canon, okay? The fact that it happened in Korea meant that we were going to get it in the West eventually. But the reason it first happened in Korea is because those Lost Ark streamers said, oh, yeah, no, it's we quit because we were being bullied in PvP too much. We were being harassed too much. And which may have been true, right? Let's be honest. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's say that was true. I know what it's like to be harassed, okay? I know what it's like to be bullied and harassed, and it's brutal. But at the end of the day, what was the solution to that problem? Like, the actual solution that I advocated for at the time. Because people are always like, oh, blue was for the one-sided deck changes. No, I was for Perlibis enforcing their terms of service. If PA had literally just banned people that were obviously harassing the terms of service and like abusing the terms of service, nothing had to have happened. You literally just ban the people that are abusing the system and move on. But Perlibis didn't feel they had been protecting these people for years. There would be some come in saying the N-word, saying homophobic slurs, and then they're harassing you server to server every day. Every single day they'd come in. They wouldn't even let you leave the safe zone. I know what that's like. Many players know what that's like. It was annoying, okay? And Perlibis did nothing for these players. They did nothing to these players. They actively defended the most toxic people in our community for years. Many, many years, okay? One-sided guild decks are absolutely A-okay. 99.8% of the time, okay? But there is a small percentage of the time where somebody is clearly abusing the system or harassing somebody in and out of game. Normally they go out of game too when they're doing stuff like this, whether they're calling somebody a pedo or they're doing some crazy shit and they're harassing them server to server, whatever, right? Those people should just have been banned. It's literally just ban those people. It's really not that big of a deal. It's not the end of the world. Like, that's all they had to do. That's all they had to do. But Perlibis just refused to enforce their TOS because they're lazy. Because they're lazy. They didn't want to get involved. At the end of the day, that's all it was. They just did not want to get involved. They didn't want to have to moderate anything. And they felt like if they stepped in on one case, they'd have to step in on all the cases. Ban Bob. Bob literally didn't do anything particularly wrong until he made the video. Okay. Bob was killing Dapper on Arsha. Tough shit. It's Arsha. If I go to Arsha right now and I start getting killed on my grind zone, do you know what I'm going to say about it? Nothing. It's Arsha. Deal with it, pussy. That's how it works. Okay. But like, again, we're talking about people killing people on non-Arsha. So what happened to Cannon? What was happening to Cannon should not have happened to Cannon. Nobody ever wants to say it. Everybody wants to just blame Cannon for everything. But at the end of the day, Cannon was correct in saying Pearl Abyss should not allow shit like this in their game. They should just enforce TOS. He wasn't advocating for one-sided decks to necessarily be removed from the game. That was Pearl Abyss that decided to make that decision. Like, all Pearl Abyss had to do was start temporarily banning people that were exploiting their system. No one deserved a permaban. Just ban them for 1 day, then 3 days, then a week, then 2 weeks, right? Like, it's not hard. It's not hard. That's all they would have had to do. Nope, can't do it. Useless piles of dog shit. Like, literally, people used to lean against walls and put people's addresses on banners. And the Pearl Abyss staff would say, well, technically, that could just be any jumble of words. We can't really attribute that to anyone's home address. We can't really confirm that. So there's no reason for us to ban them. Or they would lean against the wall, or they would name their character. Like, you know, like Josh Henley or something. They would name their character after literal people that they were trying to harass and pop bells on a server so that people would know your first and last name. And do you know what Pearl Abyss said about that? Oh, well, technically, we can't prove that that's, you know, like really harassment. We can't do anything because we're... Okay, like, again, if they had just banned these people, people, we never would have needed one-sided decks. It literally wouldn't have mattered. It does not. It would not matter. Like, it still pisses me off. To this day, it still pisses me off. And again, they felt like we needed one-sided decks because they were like, well, there's just nothing we can do about this situation. It's pathetic, bro. Speaking of Arsha, look, DMs. Pig Cave is no longer safe. Uh-oh. What the did you do? What the did you do? Oh no. Dude. Homie brought the guild elephant to land of the morning light. Pig cave's not safe. That dude's gonna be chopping at Hong Lim base, and there's nothing you can do about it. That Ellie has plus 10 gear on it. Oh god, bro. What do you even wait? Like, okay. That's insane. Anyway, like, I just think that, again, these people, the community always tries to point fingers at each other. And this is the same problem that we have in society in America too, is that we're always pointing the fingers at the wrong people. Whether we're pointing the finger at the illegal immigrants, or we're pointing the finger at transgender people, or we're pointing the finger at gay people, or whatever the it is. The real problem is that the multi-billionaires want us fighting anything but them. Okay? The people with all the money, they're just trying to keep the focus on anything but the fact that they want to make more money. And it's no different in BDO. They want us to fight each other. If they want the BDO community to point the finger at the rest of the BDO community and say it's your fault that we lost one-sided decks. They want the PvP community to point the finger at the PvE community and really start a war and hate each other. They want the PvE community to hate the PvPers. They want the PvEers to hate the life skillers, etc. Because if we're all not working together, we can't advocate for change. Divided, we can do nothing. But together, we are strong. Apes together strong. Okay? It's literally just this simple. At the end of the day, making statements like this, I fundamentally disagree with, because I believe it, like, at its core, it divides the community in a bad way. The only people that can make changes to your game are Pearl Abyss. The PvPers are not to blame. The PvEers are not to blame. The life skillers are not to blame. It's the poor interpretation of the developers and their failure to listen to the community overall. Like, I don't care. Stop trying to divide our community. This video was awesome. again, I love the whole video, but this is exactly what I was trying to say. This is exactly what I was trying to say. This is not the solution. The solution is not to fight the PvEers and try to make them quit. The solution is not to make the PvPers quit. The solution is not to make the life skillers quit. The solution is to all agree that Pearl Abyss are okay? That's everyone needs to look directly at Pearl Abyss and say, you are the problem. Okay? When you start pointing the finger at the people with all the money and all the power, that's when shit actually gets changed. Stop pointing the fingers at the PvEers. It's not their fault. Either way, it was a great video. Really good video. Super well edited. We need more stuff like this. Need more stuff like this. We certainly don't need more players quitting, that's for sure. Great video, though. Great video. You're an idiot. How are you even on? How are you even on this server? Time to grind? I'm scared. I don't want to grind right now. Let me move my camera and stuff down. All right. This were always making videos that made me want to play the game. Yep. Now I'm just waiting on Blue Squadron reaction. Good job, guys. Mission accomplished. See you. Okay, buddy. All right, buddy. Yeah, so the reason I didn't want to react to this right away is because I wanted to give the video time to get its views on its own. For those of you that don't know how YouTube videos work, like 95% of a video's views, like on a video like this, are going to be obtained in the first 2.5 days or so. And it levels off pretty hard. And like they wanted me to react right when it came out, which I will do. To be clear, reacting to it on Twitch is different than putting a react up on YouTube. Like they requested that I do it right away, but I want to see this channel succeed, like iFave. So, and he doesn't know YouTube as well as I do. So like if it was like a veteran YouTuber that already had like 20K subscribers and he asked me to do it, I'd be like, okay, yeah, let's just do it right now. But I'm trying to let Fave succeed here. So like I was trying to react as it kind of leveled off like this, just to try to give it, like the video is not necessarily going to get more views. It will get a few more views, but like people will come and sub and like the video more, and interact with the video more. Here it is right here. Honorable thing to do. I wouldn't say it's necessarily honorable. It's like let's not act like I'm dying on a hill here. Of course I'm getting something out of the exchange, right? Although on that particular react, I will make no money. I will make no money because he used DMCA music in there, so I will not really get anything out of it at all. But that's fine. It's okay. But most of the time when I react to stuff, obviously I profit, they profit, everybody profits, but there's an ethical way to do that.